Rockstar Games is currently dealing with what might be the craziest crisis in gaming history. Imagine literally having 5-star wanted level in real life, okay? That's where we are right now. There's a hacker group called CyberLeak that has managed to get their hands on an early access version of GTA 6. Alright, this includes the developer builds and the physics tests and all the pretty much new systems that are implemented into the game. And it just gets worse every single day as time keeps going by. This isn't just a simple leak like, a couple pictures here and there. Someone dumps a couple screenshots on Reddit. No, this is a full out leak of the entire game. It's an actual extortion of scheme. And, even the FBI is pretty much involved in this situation to get him out of the picture. Okay, they are literally sending Rockstar hitmen to stop this group called CyberLeak or whatever the heck. It's sort of unreal. They have pretty much threatened to also dump the entire playable game to the public if the hackers get caught. So they're pretty much giving Rockstar Games an ultimatum. If you catch us, we're going to leak the whole game before you even release it. It's sort of unreal, but I sort of just wanted to break down what's actually happening and, what's going on with the leaks, what's kind of ransom they're looking for, and just honestly the entire situation and pretty much nuclear disaster that Rockstar Games has at the HQ right now. And this is pretty much destroying a lot of the employees' morale just before the game's coming out. It's a whole dumpster fire, so let's get into it. Start with the timeline. Over the last couple weeks, a cyber leak group entity has sort of began dropping developer gameplay footage, with physics tests, vehicles, shooting, gameplay, everything, just pretty much every single nook and cranny of the game, and it's been leaked on Discord, X, YouTube, pretty much all over the internet. So obviously, to avoid copy strike, I can't show you any of the clips, so I can just explain some of the stuff I saw. Okay, so now, immediately after the clips surfaced, the internet does what they do best and started complaining. They said it looks like a GTA 5 reskin, and these people need to shut up because obviously it is not a fully polished version of the game. It's pretty much the entire structure though, so that's the worst part because what we're seeing is probably what we're gonna get on a much more, I guess, polished version. Maybe the textures aren't built in, maybe there's some nooks and crannies that haven't been fixed, the lighting, etc. But it looks like it's pretty much the full release, so it's sort of a huge error on Rockstar's end on letting this get leaked, because at this point it's like you have only a couple months until the game comes out. You pretty much just have to do stress tests, right? The game's pretty much done. So it's pretty much a full leak, which is just disastrous. Now going on to the actual hackers, CyberLeak, they are sort of insane because they're actually putting screen captures on the gameplay footage talking about, hey, every time you donate or buy into this market cap crypto coin that we call CyberLeak or whatever, and every time you raise the market cap, we're going to release more footage of the game, right? It was like one day we're at 2 million market cap. Okay, we'll show you a supercar and how it drives. 3 million, we'll show you the strip club. 4 million, we'll show you how a gunfight looks like. And it pretty much turned into an interactive ransom campaign on the internet, which is literally insane. Okay, it's like the worst kind of ransom that I've ever seen in my life. It's it's like you have a $1 billion company at the bottom and then you have the hacker on the top just getting all the leverage and all the money. So it's sort of crazy because they are pretty much every single day posting a video of every single feature and just leaking it to the public, and it's destroying Rockstar Games. They are losing millions of dollars of this from marketing, from hype, from all these kind of things. They were supposed to have a Netflix event to pretty much announce the game and show early access footage of the game, and that's getting spoiled right now because of this entire situation. So it's really bad.
Who knows, maybe this time it's different. But another thing to consider, once people are buying into the meme shitcoin, they have a vested interest in spinning tall tales about it to keep the hype train rolling, so that way they can capitalize off it as well, so they're not the ones left holding the bag. It's how a lot of those rug pull shitcoins functioned back in the day, where they had a ton of drones that did get in somewhat early, and then they start preaching the gospel to get other suckers on board, even knowingly peddling the fraudulent information about it. But again, could be a totally different song and dance with the CyberLeak coin this time around. My initial impression was that they were using it as a convenient excuse to hose this for money, because literally everything is watermarked with their crypto to pump the fuck out of that coin, and obviously leaks of this caliber are going to generate a ton of buzz, so everyone was seeing it and they were making a ton of money on it.
But if you were the hacker in this situation, you got to think you are literally setting yourself up to ruin the rest of your life, because you're not just downloading a public file, or not even a public file, a private game file of GTA 6 that was a developer version. You are pretty much exporting a multi-billion dollar company's traded corporation, using all their assets, all of their logos and everything, and you are broadcasting it live to the internet. It's unbelievable. You are pretty much messing with interactive stakeholders, Wall Street investors, and just billions of dollars are supposed to, like, this game is supposed to break records. It's supposed to be the best grossing game in video game history, and you are not just gonna get a cease and desist letter. You are gonna get Rockstar Cartel, Take Two Interactive Hitmen, the FBI, Donald Trump. They're all gonna come to your house and shoot you. All right, they're gonna destroy you because you are pretty much getting the entire world on your ass. You have a 5-star wanted level times 100. That's how freaking crazy the situation is for this guy. And these cyber leakers came with an ultimatum as well. They said that, hey, we set up a dead man switch, basically meaning that if you catch us and you don't let us log into the game to, I guess, whatever, not check in and check in, basically, if you don't let us check into the game, there is going to be an automatic switch that turns on and releases the entire leaked version to the public. It is sort of unreal what's happening right now. They have them at an ultimatum, basically saying if you touch us, this game is getting leaked and you're going to lose so much money, because if you it's just crazy. And if you don't know what a dead man switch is, it's an automated failsafe. So if the hacker fails to check in, they can't get into their resource in time. Uh, there's gonna be a full leak of the game, so it's unbelievable. Um, you know, you think about the marketing disruption with Netflix. The partners at Netflix must be like, "What's going on? You guys don't have your shit together. We're supposed to have this whole marketing thing rolled out, and now no one's gonna come to Netflix, and we're gonna close this deal." It's it's insane because they're losing so much money. And you probably think about the cybersecurity team at Take Two just losing billions of dollars, and all these people are working 24/7 to search for this guy and search for how this even happened, how this game even got leaked. It's just unbelievable. But on a more serious note, I think you do have to feel bad for you know, the developers, the workers at Rockstar Games, the people who actually created the games behind the scenes. It sort of sucks for them because they are probably not going to be talked about. Recently there was an investigative journalist report into, how the Rockstar employees have been treated during the major leak from a couple years ago, and how it's going on till now. Pretty much that after all the previous breaches, they weren't able to have a, easier work at life balance. Pretty much the Rockstar management cracked down really hard on them. They had to end the remote work. Anytime you checked in, you had to be checked and make sure you're only on the right sort of tools and apps to make sure you're actually doing the work and not getting leaked. And it was sort of crazy because employees pretty much had to reorganize their lives and how they commute. Maybe you had to burn PTO just to handle personal obligations because you couldn't work from home on a certain day. And the internal workflow just became a lot more restrictive, and it was probably a hard time. And you can just imagine now all those personal sacrifices over the last 2 years, and giving up that work life balance. And then this game still gets breached and leaked to the public a couple months before release. And the morale at Rockstar office must be at absolute lows right now. There's no way that these people are happy. Everyone's probably pissed off. So it's sort of crazy what's been developing with that situation. So right now, I guess Take Two is pretty much conducting the most aggressive worldwide sweep across every house, destroy every street, interrogate everyone, and try and find who this person or group is. And they're probably gonna execute them live on the Netflix show. They're gonna go through every single nook and cranny to find the people responsible. So this isn't even gaming news anymore. It's just a massive corporate manhunt, and it's all related to cybersecurity, extortion, and the biggest gaming release in entertainment history. It's sort of crazy. So just wanted to share that with you guys. It's an unreal situation.